Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Korsandi and I am from 9.6. Today I will explain about one of the material in social, namely social change. Social change is a form of transition that change the way of society life continuously. There are several processes of social change. The first is diffusion. Diffusion is the process of spreading various social and cultural elements, namely in the form of ideas, beliefs, and other. This spread can be done from individual to individual or a large group. The second is acculturation. Acculturation is a process of social change that occurs due to the introduction of a foreign culture into a group of people. So that element of that foreign culture are accepted and adapt to the original culture of a particular society. The foreign culture enters and can be accepted by society depending on how the culture is entered and a certain period of adjustment. The third is assimilation. Assimilation is a process of social change that arises when two individuals or groups with different culture or culture background interact with intention over a long period of time. This process of social change will eliminate this culture or reduce difference between group of society. And the last is accommodation. Accommodation is a process of social change that shows balance in social relation between groups which is related to the norms or values that apply in society. Social change have several types. The first is evolution. Evolution is a social change that occurs uh, over a very long time and without the will of society itself. The second is revolution. Revolution is a social change that occurs over a rapid period of time and is not plain in advance. So revolution is a social change that the opposite of evolution. The third is plain social change. The social change is said to be plain because change has occurred in accordance with those are plain by the party making the change. For example, like the building of IKN or the building of flyover. And the fourth is unplanned social change. The social change is said to be unplanned because it occurs unexpectedly or without planning. For example, like COVID-19 or and next is small change. Small social change usually occurs in element of change that do not have a significant influence. Uh, for example, life, fashion, and lifestyle. And the last is big change. The big change, social change. Big social change usually gives rise to debate among society because of their presence. Apart from that, large social change require the development of many people. Social change have a factor that it can happen. The first is there are new discover. The existence of new discover in a particular community will bring change to the social community because there is a new culture that can replace the old culture or mix them into one whole. The second is influence of population. Population size can also influence social change because it influences the structure or order of society in a community. The population will also be a force in how social change can occur. The more people who use new culture, the more easily the old culture will be lost or replaced. The third is the emergence of conflict. Conflict, fighting, or Opposition is very natural in certain social situations. Conflict, social conflict can occur because of pluralism or the emergence of majorities and minorities in a particular community. From this conflict, a society must look for answers to these problems, which will then produce a new culture or new social phenomenon. And the last is advanced education system. Thinking about social change cannot be separated from the education factor, which play an important role in social change. Education also makes person learns to face change. So the higher and better the quality of education, the greater the opportunity to have one's perspective and insight to accept change. Thank you for attention. Sorry if I have a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.